Well, I have to say one thing. Florida is very interesting, and this is going to be the first video I think I've ever made that says nice things about Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney today proved to me that he could very well be a presidential candidate. He showed that he had fire, that he had charisma, that he was able to react and not be stumbling. He's not doing the Obama speech that he was doing over and over again. Every single answer in South Carolina was directed back to Obama, and I believe that was the reason that Newt was able to win South Carolina. Now, Newt, for some reason, seemed very off balance, nervous, didn't enjoy being in the lead, I don't think, and really felt like he was in a position he wasn't comfortable. Rick Santorum, for the little time that he got, I thought did okay. His answers were good. He's seeming more comfortable each and every time he goes up there. I was very impressed with him, and I think he's realizing that he is part of this race. Now, the media, for sure, is just making us completely aware of how they're ignoring Ron Paul, and they really don't want him in the White House. Ron Paul, I thought his answers were okay. He was, preaching liberty, talking about limited government, cutting the deficit by $1 trillion, not fighting any more wars. We don't need to be in war with Iran. So he was, preaching his tune of liberty. I don't know if he was reaching anybody new, but he was definitely keeping the supporters he has. Mitch today, though, for me, was hands down the winner. So for the first debate in Florida, I give it to Mitch. After that, I really don't know who came second. I think everybody had moments. I was really disappointed by Newt. I thought Newt would be stronger, and we'll have to see how he does in the next debate. But I'm telling you, the numbers that came out in South Carolina at the beginning of the polls showed Ron Paul in second place. And I find it very interesting how he went from second place to fourth place. I don't know. I'm hoping there is no corruption. But if you watch the interviews and you see that the way they treat him and the time that he gets is so limited, they're now starting to snub, I think, Rick Santorum. And it's really starting to be a two-horse race. So I would love to know what you think. I still want Ron Paul to win. I still want Ron Paul to end up being the candidate. I think Rand Paul needs to be more a part of this, and we need to get more coverage of him. The only coverage we've had recently is his his problems that he had at the airport. I think that's going to help Ron Paul, believe it or not, because press is airtime, and airtime equals votes. And I'm praying that Ron Paul somehow can find his way in the media more often. I don't think he expects a lot in Florida, and he will be at the debates, but I think his goal is to get as many delegates as he can, and there's more and more rumor that he will end up being on his own, and he will have the ballot by himself. And many believe, as I have from the beginning, that he has a greater chance of winning if he's on his own. The Republicans don't want him. They really don't. And the media sure doesn't want him in power. And big corporations and lobbyists sure don't want him because he can't be bought. He is the true candidate with integrity, and I believe he has his heart set on fixing this country, not profiting. Thank you. Tell me what you think of this. Please leave a like or a dislike, and keep watching and posting beautiful tweets about Ron Paul, because it does keep the flow going. And I know I'm not the only one out there that believes in Ron Paul. And more people who are influential need to come forward and endorse Ron Paul. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.